I don't know what his problem is for me. He always says stuff about me, but I don't really try to. I try to read like not a lot of it. Obviously, it's difficult, when he's on TalkSport or Sky Sports, and it's everywhere around the training ground at times. But listen, he was obviously a great player, and won a lot. But I know he has a lot of stuff I don't know what it is with his with what he says about me or what problem he's got. I know my own ability. I know before that he used to say a lot of stuff about me not moving the ball quicker. But when I'm playing for a manager like Pep Guardiola and he's telling me, to keep the ball as much as I can and he's have balls to take it everywhere. That's what I'll try and do. So obviously, I'm always going to have people. If I'm not playing well, listen, I know within myself, I always watch my games back and stuff like this, and I'm very critical of myself. I know that there was games, especially in the second half of last season, where I weren't at my best at all. Unfortunately for me, obviously, I come back in pre-season, I come back fit. Well, had a strong pre-season and then get injured on the second game. But that's what I says. From now on, I'm just going to try and get my head down and try and get that fitness back, because I know that I'm not 100% yet. I think I've only played 190 minutes this season. But yeah, I think I'll always probably have people on the back of me. But
cheers,
just
Andy.
try and go and perform.
Jacob, did you get Mike to him? That's Mike along.
Is he negative? Is he cautious? Is he too cautious?
No, I don't think so. I think here, especially with when. Like if you're on about if he plays five at the back or whatever, people always go on about how good our wing backs are. So I don't see why you wouldn't try that. I think we have great talent all over the pitch, whether that be at full backs or centre midfield or even us wide players. I generally don't think that he is too negative or cautious at all. Well, listen, I'd obviously love to play. Like I said earlier, every time I put on the shirt for my country, I give it my all. I'd love to play every minute of every game, but that will never happen with anyone, So, like I touched on earlier, I just try and perform, when I'm given the chance, whether that be from the start or coming on as an impact type of sub. I'm here for everything. I'll try, when I'm on the training pitch, I'll train and try and give the manager no reason to leave me out. And hopefully that does mean that I can perform well and be on the plane to the World Cup. That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay, Andy Dunn and then Jacob Steinberg.
Sort of not fit enough and everything.
Yeah, no, because I'm just like a normal kid, I feel like I was just doing like what a lot of other footballers were doing, but just because. I don't know. Sometimes I think I get more probably attention when I'm just on holiday in Ibiza or Vegas or something. But after that, then I was putting up photos of me working. I don't know if a lot of people spoke about that, but I tried to come back as fit as possible, and I felt like I did. I've seen the manager said that a few times about me, but. Yeah, I know that I know what I'm like and how professional I actually am, and yeah, hopefully I can just get that. I don't know, get my performances back to where I was, when I'm playing at my best, because I know how good I actually am when I am at my best. So hopefully I can get that back and get my fitness back as soon as possible.
Got time for two more because we need this room clear. Simon Pete.
I don't know. There's not much you can do really. It probably affects my family more than it does with me. But yeah, I think it's just like we've said, so much. It's just part and parcel. I think nowadays, people do have so much to say, whether that be on like social media or pundits or stuff like that. But it's just part and parcel of the game nowadays. It's, in my opinion, the biggest sport in the world, and everyone wants to talk about it, whether it's good or bad. So I think you just have to, just go with the flow, really.
Something?
Yeah, just does it?
No, I think, I've had to obviously learn to deal with it.
Did it come naturally to you, though, or was it something that you've had to sort of having that mentality where you can just, I don't care about what he says?
Yeah, no,
you
I
had
think,
to learn that?
Yeah, no, I think it's more, if someone was saying it, that, like say my mum or my dad or something, then I'd listen a lot more. But yeah, sometimes when people are saying it, whether it be, trolls on Twitter or Instagram or stuff like that, that obviously doesn't bother me at all. I think that's just like part and parcel with what we have, is playing for the national team and playing for big clubs in England. I don't think I'm the only one. I think there's quite a few, but I think we just have to learn to deal with that. But yeah, obviously, over time, I've learned to deal with it. I think when I obviously signed for Man City and the price and stuff that come with it, I knew, it weren't going to be all laughs unless I started the way Erling Haaland did. Then I think that's the only way that I wouldn't get caned. So no, I've obviously I'm not going to sit here and say nothing ever don't affect me, because it does sometimes. I'm a 27-year-old kid. So yeah, I've obviously had to learn to deal with that.
Thanks, guys. We'll call it there. Appreciate your time.